Who Esther Stooks came around. Skapumen ta hen dekaton anagnosma.
What about
Who is that?
the?
Deka?
What about it?
Let's look at it.
Okay.
Scopumen. Okay, scopeo, as in telescope.
Look at.
Look at.
Okay.
Okay, scopeo. Scopumen. So, scopomen. So this is going to be scopomen, a subjunctive, right? So let us look at the 11th reading. All right, so we worked through this last time. Did we get all the way through it? Just about, I think, right? We were just working on this last part down here. Kai intillatai o andrasen sum propempe. So I'm gonna read through this. I want you to follow along and process it, think about it, and if you have any questions, we'll stop.
Okay, can we do one thing? I was going through the other reading.
Through 10?
Yeah, and I'm on the last sentence, and I just want to make sure that I have the last sentence.
Okay, good. Hang on.
Okay. So what I have is finally Abram departs away and travels through and camps in the deserted land. Is that it?
That's exactly
All
right.
right, okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I had that right.
Yes.
I moved my thought process on to
Very
the
good.
next one.
Very good. All right, so I'm going to read through this. I want you to follow along and stop me if you get to a point that you don't understand what's going on, okay? So I want this to be totally interactive, okay? So not just don't wait until the end, okay?
I'm trying to think of
Mos, okay. Well, let's think about, so you can get this part, right? Kai ignitai. Well, epa plus the accusative can be 2, but epa plus the genitive is upon. Upon. Okay. So epa is one of those protheses that can assign all 3 cases, right? So, and again, the sort of cases are typically motion towards its accusative, some sort of static relationship is dative, and a genitive typically indicates departure from. Epa is a little bit different in this case, in the sense that epa plus the accusative does have that thing, means to move toward or on, okay? But then we have two senses in which epa, that you're going to see epa. Epa plus the dative is going to be something that you will see when we're talking about on, as in over or in charge of something, okay?
Right.
So you can think of it, excuse me. Hey, excuse me. In English, we would say the director of someone or the director over someone, and we use epa plus the dative in those cases. Now I'm speaking very broadly and generally, all right? Because like all prepositions, that you're going to find that different authors are going to use them slightly differently, and a lot of it you're just going to have to do in context. And this is true of English too. Okay, if you're in New York, okay, and there are a group of people lining up to do something, to get into something or to buy something, how would you characterize the people in that line? A person is standing what?
Sorry, can you say that again?
This is the use of the preposition, okay? If I'm in a line, okay, I would characterize myself as standing what line?
Standing in line.
Standing in line, okay? If you live in New York, you stand on line. Okay? So we have sort of basic general things, but it's going to be variations. And so you're going to see from time to time in these prepositional phrases some variation in that. This I'm talking typically in the kind of heuristic that I want you to go through. So epa plus the genitive means on or over in a more physical sense. Epa plus the dative is characteristic of something more metaphorical, okay, as I am on or over someone, okay. Epa plus the accusative can mean toward or onto something. And you can think of this in terms of epa being on or over. Epa plus the genitive in that case would be a little bit odd if we're talking about separation or departure from, right?
What did you say it was?
Well, it's like this one, on. So something happens, gignitai, upon the land.
Yeah, it took me a minute to remember what that was.
Kai katabani habram es aikupton, os par oikeson ege. Epe es irkatai es aikupton, lege no habram te sara te guneka, gune you prosopos e opsantai.
You prosopos was beautiful. Okay.
So we've seen to prosopon. Prosopon is the word that we use for face or person, okay? So in grammatical character, to prosopon is the person.
Okay.
Proton, deuteron, et triton, right?
Paroikeson. I don't know what that is.
Okay, so here we have this, we can see the elements of this, okay? So let's start on the end, okay? Now, we're starting to get participles.
Okay.
Starting to get participles. So what I'm going to do is we're going to look at a participle right now. Okay.
Is that gignified present? Okay.
Okay. Let's look at some participles. All right, now I apologize that what we're going to do is we're going to talk about morphology here, but I think it's important.
Okay.
We've seen some of these before. Use this window right here. Okay, so this has the because participles. Participles, I'm going to take, we're not going to use this for definite articles, although we might use it, come back and use it for definite articles. To author, but we're going to use it for I. That Kai metokai is a word for participle. And you would talk about participles before, haven't we, a little bit? Participles are those hybrid elements, linguistic elements that incorporate both the characteristics, some characteristics of the nominal system and characteristics of the verbal system. In the nominal system, they have number, case, and gender, like all nominals. And from the verbal system, they inherit tense and voice. Active, a bit more passive, and tense is going to be present, future, aorist, and so on.
Tense, voice, number, and what else?
So from the nominal systems, number, case, and gender. And from the verbal system, tense and voice. Okay. So here's our little chart that has the three characteristics of the nominal system, okay, that we've used to look at definite articles, okay? So arithmos, number, ptosis, case, and togenos, the gender, right? To arsenikon, to thebikon, and to getenon. Got the wrong accent on this one. All right, so we're going to plug in the verb, the participle of the verb to be, which we've seen already a little bit. Okay, can you remember a time when we've seen the participle
Of to be.
of to be? In fact, we just saw it in this section. So look at this sentence right here. Well, it's a long sentence. Let's go back. Well, okay, so all right, let's go by acercatized.
Wait, no, that's not it. Hold
Yeah,
on.
what is
It's,
acercatized? What?
That's just a normal verb.
It's a verb. What's this?
That's a conjunction.
Good. Excellent.
Article, noun,
Right.
preposition, noun,
Uh-huh.
verb.
Uh-huh.
That's a part, like a
Conjunction. Or
conjunction.
what?
Yeah. Noun.
The ancient grammarians refer to those as conjunctions.
Okay.
You will see in more modern grammars as particles. I mean, I actually prefer the designation of conjunction because it indicates a relationship of one clause to another, which I think is, even though it's conceptual and not necessarily syntactic.
Noun and adjective, so it must be.
It must be that right there, usan, okay? So we know the participles have number, case, and gender. So what is the number, case, and gender of this?
Okay. Abram goes to Egypt. The Egyptians see. Oh, is this future tense?
No, it's
No, it's
all
not.
present.
Okay. The Egyptians see.
Where this,
Y.
okay, so you see in this, you see
It's-
this omega sigma in there, okay? So you see that sigma, but what this is or which is the stem of the verb, and then usa, which is the regular third person singular ending.
Okay.
These two
Combined.
combine to be in all. And because the accent would go there normally, it gives a certain place.
Okay. Egyptian.
So a participle is going to have to agree with some, because it's a modifier, right? It's like an adjective, so it has to agree with some nominal something in
Is
there.
it agreeing with Tam Micah?
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah.
feminine, singular, third person?
it is. Well, it doesn't have person,
Oh, wait, sorry, no.
Okay.
it's- Yeah.
number, case, and gender.
Sorry.
Okay, so where does it go on here?
Number is singular, so it's the top half,
Uh-huh.
and it's, what it's,
It goes with like Calais, right?
right, so it's feminine.
Feminine.
And is it the direct object? And that's accusative.
Very good. Good. All right. Okay, now there's another participle in here. Because we're talking about it. So this is paroikeison, right? So tell me what this ending, what the number, case, and gender of that ending would be.
Where's it?
Right up there.
The one?
Paroikeison.
Oh, okay.
What is it? What is it modifying? What is it agreeing with?
The Egyptians? Is it something they do? Is it something Abram is doing?
Well, what does cost indicate?
It's modifying Abram, isn't it?
That's what I'm off. Yes, very good, excellent. So what's the number, case, and gender?
It's masculine, singular, nominative.
Very good, very good.
So what would that look like in to be formed?
Oh. All right, so we've got to start there, okay? Now, okay, so I'm gonna give you, so I'm gonna put a few of these in there, and then you're gonna see if you can figure out what goes in some of the other places, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna give the genitive. Ontos. And I'm going to give this, I'm going to give this one down here. Usas. And I'm going to give you this one down here. All right, so let's see what you can figure out. So we have ontos, all right? And we know that this is an adjective, okay, so it works as an adjective. Let's think about nouns that have this kind of, when it goes from, goes one form and then we have this tos ending. Can you think of one? Okay, so.
That's something different.
Well, hudos, it's hudos, and then tutu is this. So that is,
okay.
that is one of those other nouns. But I'm gonna point out a word here, okay? And let's see, okay.
Okay.
So let's find all of the different cases of gune. See what's there? I'll find them, okay?
Oh wait, so we are using that one? I didn't know.
So,
Good night. There's a Tane Gunaiga.
yeah, where is it? I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is. There's one anyway.
There's one at the bottom, right?
Oh, here's Team Gunaiga right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that. We got all 4 forms there.
The bottom one is the data.
Well, look at this. Horosa hoi aikuptuoi Team Gunaiga kalein.
No, I'm talking about the bottom one.
This one right here?
Yeah, isn't that?
It's the same as this one up here, right?
Is it? No. Yeah.
And ACE, remember, always assigns what case? Into.
Into, no, I don't know.
No, you figured it out right here.
Accusative?
Accusative, right, okay. All right, so
That's accusative.
that's accusative.
Okay.
So what's our accusative ending? Well, here's our genitive ending, right? Tes gunaikos.
Yeah, just the out.
And our dative ending. Okay. So now let's look over here. Right. So look, we've got a stem over here. Okay, so think in terms, so we've got on toss, okay? So what might be the dative?
Can you flash back to the reading?
I'm gonna put the onts in there, okay?
Okay.
You tell me what ending we're gonna put in there.
This is data.
So we've got a dative one up here. We've got an accusative one here. And we put the genitive in there, right?
But will it be different than those because it's masculine?
It's just the ending, Yeah. Because these are what are called third declension nouns and adjectives, and they can be for either gender. Okay.
So
It's just the ending. Okay.
accusative would be an alpha,
Very good. Onta.
and the dative would be a yoda.
Yoda, very good. Okay. Good.
Would the feminine be the same?
Okay. Well, now, you can see that the feminine, is got a different.
Oh, because it ends in an N, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a different one, okay?
Okay.
Alright. But what do we know about in the definite articles, the relationship between the masculine and the neuter?
They're very similar.
They're very similar, right? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here as ontos, right? Ontos and onta. But we know that the nominative and the accusative are the same, right?
But it's gonna be different.
But it's gonna be different than those, right?
Masculine.
Yeah, very good.
It's gonna be though.
Okay.
Have we seen it?
I think we might have seen it, but we'll get to this eventually. Okay. Just going to focus on so this one follows the other model. Okay, follows this thing. Okay, but instead of an eta, it's an alpha.
Okay.
What are we going to put in there?
Well.
So let's find some in there. We can, we can. So we've got the data. So here we've got an accusative case again. There's the accusative case. Let's see if we can find some other cases there.
There's another outing. That one. There's two.
Oh, here's another one, yeah. Another outing. Got lots of accusatives.
Is this number 12?
This is number 12. Let's see if we can see any of them up here. Those kinds of adjectives.
There's an outtake.
There's a where?
The first line, second sentence.
Oh, look.
In the outtake.
Outtake.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's outtake. And what case is that? I bet you do.
It's
the feminine form that's equivalent to
the object of a preposition, right?
That one isn't.
That one isn't.
No.
But the one that you circled.
This one is, right?
1 second. It's hard when I don't know some of the words around it.
That's true, but you do know. So think of your definite articles. Okay. So think of this right here. Ex autes, right?
Is that the X is or alpha.
Yeah.
So is that that's
Genitive, right. Yeah. Absolutely.
and then the top one is dative.
Top one is dated. Very good. Very good.
And we already saw that with positive a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Is that the name?
Right. Okay.
So, oops. The genitive?
Where's my chart?
No, that would be the dative.
Okay, good, good, good. Usa, on, usa, okay. Usa, usai, right? Oh, wait, oops, lost, excuse me, usai, okay. Usan,
Okay, that makes sense.
okay, the sigma and the alpha iota, that's, all of that's okay. All right, so what we've got, and here's the cool thing about it. We'll go on, we can fill in the rest of this thing that goes on. But the amazing thing about it is that this, if I just do this, those, oops. Those are the endings, participial system.
Really?
Yeah. It is the stem plus the participle of the verb to be.
I like that.
That is awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Give me 5 for how awesome the Greek system is. All right. Okay, so what this is now, so what we've got here is we're working backwards, right?
That's first person.
Yep.
Singular.
That's exactly right. So we're working backwards. So there's our ending, the participial ending. This is our this is our little tense indicator, and sigma. This is the stem, okay? And we know that the stem goes between oike and oike, right? And then this is from para, okay? Para, but when it comes up against something that begins with a vowel, okay? So para meaning nearby or alongside of something, and then oikeo, I what? Oiko, I what? I live, para, nearby, okay? To live, so we use the infinitive, to live nearby. They use the participle for the purpose of living nearby.
Okay. All right. Regret. Good day.
Okay. Okay. So here's the difference. Here we see, look, isn't this fun that we have an A and an A right next to it? Okay, so you can see the difference. Gune, you prosopos A opsantoi, sa hoi ai gutioi, rusen, hota he gune emu A. You prosopos.
Would that be you are a good-looking boy? Or where does the gune fall in that?
Gune, yes. Okay. So gune, it's the nominative. You are a good-looking wife.
Okay.
It's woman. Okay.
Okay. Egyptians will see you.
Yeah, if the Egyptians see you, they will erusa. Lego, hero, aeon.
They will take,
They will, that's lambane.
no, shoot, what is that?
Here's Lego.
Yeah, they will say,
No, right, Lego, hero, Avon.
they will say,
They will say that you are a Kune Emu. And my wife. You are my wife. Okay?
and they will kill me.
They will kill me. They will kill me. And
They will bury you.
they will leap sometime from Lambano.
Take you.
They will take you.
Is that the imperative?
Very good.
So you say,
You say, therefore, that
you are my sister.
that you are the sister to me. Okay? You can see that they use the dative for possession. They also use a genitive to express possession of a woman. Okay? Hopos, so that genetai,
I will become
through you,
the
it will become you.
good for me.
For me.
Okay.
Now, this gigdomai means I am coming to be or I happen. And this is the past tense, the aorist tense of that. So gignatai is it comes to be. Genesomai is the future. Okay, genesomai. And the aorist is gen ame. Whoops.
So
I should put that. Let me make these third person. Okay.
so that would be
So
that
genesatai
I
and again all again eto again eto.
so that is active and present.
It's so you can see gen is now our stem, right?
Yeah.
And you can see the stem up here is gen,
So
not gig.
past tense.
So it's an aorist past tense subjunctive. Because this is that lengthened
So
thing.
how would you say that?
So that it will turn out well for
So
me.
that it will turn out well. Okay. And
And a suke emu
so to be
will something.
will something.
Well, he's not going to live. They're not going to do this to him,
Yeah.
right?
Survive.
We'll survive. We'll live
Live
on account
on account of you.
of you. Henakasu.
Okay. And the
Hohabram.
Abram
Heser katai.
goes
Goes ace.
into Egypt.
Hoi aguptioi.
And the Egyptians
Moros.
see the wife, good, beautiful,
Being, okay?
see the wife being beautiful.
They see that the wife is beautiful.
Not the wife
Okay.
is beautiful.
But we can, this is one of those forms of indirect discourse, okay? They see that the wife is beautiful, okay? And horosa,
they see
hoi archontes. The
is that like the people of Pharaoh?
the leaders, okay? The
Leaders.
leaders, we would say officials, the officials of Pharaoh.
Of Pharaoh
They
see her
horosa, they see her,
and
and they epinus and nothing.
praise
They praise her
her to the Pharaoh
to the Pharaoh.
and
Ace abusa. Well, ago, tisimani ago.
We've learned it.
Oh, yes, they lead her,
Into
uh-huh,
the house
uh-huh,
of the Pharaoh.
very good,
And
uh-huh,
to Abram,
uh-huh. They
well,
Krontai, Abram,
treat
they treat him
well.
well. Let me just address this right here. They treat him well. It's coming up. Okay. We're going to have this, okay, we're going to have the same expression right here. Kro aldoi. And we're gonna, in other words, we're gonna see this now. Kro is gonna be, it's gonna be an imperative, right? So, but more about that, but I just wanted to alert you to the fact that that is kraomai. Kraomai, and this is like horo, like horao. Okay, becomes horo. So kraomai is going to be kromai, right? Kromai. Okay. So we're going to see this word used again in this very next session to treat someone. Okay, to treat someone, to handle someone. Okay, and they treated Abraham well. Di aldein. Through her. Through her.
And
Yeah.
where did the Pharaohs at? And there came to be to him
That came to be for him.
herds
Probata.
and donkeys.
Oh, not donkeys, yeah. Moscow.
Calves
Calves.
and donkeys.
Donkeys.
Servants
Boy servants.
and female servants.
Very good.
Half donkeys.
Half donkeys.
And camel.
And camels. Very good. Right. And Othellos.
The god
Uh-huh. Smites
the Pharaoh
Pharaoh with
With
kakos.
big
With big,
bad things
with big bad things and
and evil things.
things.
And on
So he smites Ton,
the house of the Pharaoh.
the house, okay. He smites the Pharaoh
The Pharaoh
and the
the
house
house
out to
to him
of him.
uh,
Peresaras.
and like about Sarah,
Yeah, about Sarah.
the wife
Uh-huh.
of Abraham.
Abram. Okay.
The
Pharaoh, Calais,
calls to Abram and says,
calls Abram and says,
what?
why
Why
did you poesas to go?
we don't tell him
Poio.
they
Why did you make or do
do
this
to me,
to me?
not
Well, look, we've got one of these adverbial and one of these participial endings.
not
Not making known, not announcing that
Sarah
Sarah is
your wife.
your wife. Very good.
Why?
Why?
Why
Why did you say that?
She is your sister.
Why did you say that she's your sister?
And
Elabon. Ego Elabon.
I took her.
I took her. Ematoi. To me.
In the role of a wife.
Yeah, for a wife. Very good. Excellent. Good. Excellent. You're doing great.
And now.
And now, in Jude.
You.
Look. It's the imperative. Look. Sarah enantion su. Here is Sarah before you.
Okay.
Right. Lambana ate.
Is that imperative?
That's imperative, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. Take her and
Erku.
leave from
Leave takaos.
here
Leave. This is adverb. Leave how?
quickly.
Quickly.
And
Okay,
that's
so
past tense.
yeah. No, it's present
No,
tense.
that's present.
So this is in,
And
tell, tai.
and the hero is does something. Oh,
Okay, so we have the word pempo before.
the word what?
Pempo. So we're breaking this apart. Aim is the ending. Pemp. And then look, we've got two preverbs here. Soon and pro.
Pro is
Pro is, yeah, it can be, well, pro could be on behalf of something, right? Okay. I'm pro, choice, for example. So, and Pharaoh, so we'll wrap this up here. And Pharaoh orders his andrasen, his men, to together before send. In other words, to go before him, to lead him. Okay. To lead Abram and
his wife
his wife,
and
all things,
the things
as many as the autoi
are to him,
and
Lot with him.
Lot with him. Very good. Well done. All right, good. Okay, so for over the break, you can work on number 12. And we'll see you next Wednesday, okay? So this will give you a chance to go back and review and go back and read through all of those.